I've always tried to be in touch with myself, but recently I've found that I've begun to focus more on the bigger picture rather than the smaller one. Both are important, but I'd like to learn more about myself scientifically and maybe try and get a better understanding of the motivations of some of the smaller parts of my body. I found a microtubule on Craigslist willing to share a part of his life, but first I wanted to make sure I was well versed in the culture and slang before I met up with him. After all, I wouldn't want to mess anything up or say anything wrong, as I'm pretty distant from the culture. Hi.
Hi.
So can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. So I'm a kinetical microtubule.
Cool. So like, when I meet up with this guy, what should I say? Like, what's up, tube?
Whoa. Nah, you've got it all wrong. Just be cool. You just like to be called microtubules. It's not that hard.
It was becoming increasingly clear that I had more differences than I initially thought with the microtubule, but I continued on, regardless, in the name of science.
One more thing. Is being a kinetical or microtubule like a touchy subject for microtubules that haven't gone through mitosis before?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Good job. I mean, speaking from my own lived experience, when I was straight out of the centriole, I was a little insecure. Now, though, I'm living it up. Just, be careful. It's a little sensitive. It's scary going out there. Prophase and all that.
All right. Thanks for calling with me. I really appreciate it.
In the,
Oh, it's here.
Okay.
Okay.
Could you, introduce yourself?
Hi. I'm a microtubule.
So when were you born?
15 minutes ago.
And what are you doing today?
I'm helping out with mitosis for the first time. Really excited. All I can hope for is that I can attach the kinetochores.
Are you nervous at all?
I'd tell you no, but to be truthful, yeah, there's just a lot of pressure on me to pull the sister chromatids apart, and I internalize that, I guess the worst case is that I don't get to the sister chromatids fast enough, and I just have to help pull the cell apart. I guess I just don't know what kind of microtubule I am. This centriole, this is my dad, but he wasn't there for me. I'm from him, but he just ignored me. But these guys, De Robertus and Franchi, they discovered me when I needed help. They're the fathers who stepped up.
Essential organelles only? Essential organelles
hey,
only? No.
come on.
You're good. No,
No.
you can't film here. No, get out, get
I
out.
need to follow
No,
him. I need
no,
to follow him.
no.
I need to follow him.
It's not
I
okay.
need to
You
follow
cannot enter past this point. No, please get out of here. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry.
I was turned away at the door by a large centrosome. Now, all I had to do was wait patiently for mitosis to cease. To be completely honest, I feared the worst. After getting to know my new friend, I began to feel the same things he felt, and weighed the importance of things similarly. Suddenly, to me, my friend attempting to become a kinetical or microtubule weighed heavily in my conscience. What if he couldn't do it?
don't know what happened. I was there. Prophase started, and I was like, okay, this is chill. But then metaphase began, and I was just running towards the midpoint of the cell. But man, like, everyone was just faster, better. By the time I got to the center of the cell, all the kinetochores had already formed K-fibers with the microtubules. Suddenly, I was in the opposite pole of this pole, elongating the cell, while all the kinetochore microtubules were pulling away the sister chromatids. My name is interpolar microtubule. At least I'm not an astral.
It was clear that Interpolar was unhappy with his results, and I knew that his time would shortly come to an end. His plus N cap had been hydrolyzed to GDP, and he would soon shrink until he was no more. For the short time I got to know Interpolar, I realized that perhaps it was important that he cared enough to know that he was worth more than what he was given. The smaller picture is so much bigger on a smaller scale, and perhaps some much larger beings looking down on me and wondering why I care so much about such little things. I don't really know how to deal with confrontation, or grief, or any strong emotion really, so I left him there near the water alone to die. Rest in peace, Interpolar.